Hello friends! I'm glad to see you on my channel. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most interesting and amazing animals on our planet, goats. Did you think you knew everything about them? Now you will definitely be amazed by what I'm going to tell you. Have you ever looked into a goat's eyes? No? That's a shame. If you look closely, you might notice that something's off. Their pupils aren't round like humans or vertical like cats. They're horizontal. And this isn't just a coincidence. This kind of vision allows them to see nearly 340 degrees. Imagine standing next to a goat, and it's already noticed you out of the corner of its eye, without even turning its head. You can't sneak up on them. But that's not all. Goats are some of the smartest domestic animals. They don't just remember people's faces, they can also distinguish their emotions. If you approach them in a good mood, they behave friendly. But if you're angry or sad, they sense it too and might even avoid you. And here's another surprising fact. Did you know that goats can solve puzzles? I didn't believe it myself until I saw it. I set up a simple latch mechanism to keep them from escaping the pen. Guess how long it took them to figure it out? Less than a day. If you think goats are just rural animals that can't do much, get ready to change your mind. It gets even more interesting. Now tell me honestly, how did you imagine goats before? Probably something like this. Ordinary farm animals that just chew grass and sometimes make funny noises. Well, get ready to learn something that will forever change your view of them. First, goats are incredibly clever. You think they just stand there in the pen patiently waiting? No. I had one goat who studied how the latch on the gate worked so well that she learned to open it. And this wasn't a coincidence. She watched me do it and mimicked my movements. I had to put a second lock. And you know what? She figured out how to bypass that one too. Second, they climb like mountaineers. You've probably seen videos of goats jumping to incredible heights. But did you know that in Italy, they climb vertical dams to lick minerals off the concrete? It's real. They can scale surfaces where a person wouldn't even dare to climb with a rope. And here's something else, goats are very picky eaters. Forget the myth that they eat anything. If you give a goat a choice, it will always pick the freshest and best. If something looks suspicious, they won't touch it. They're not dumb enough to eat whatever happens to be underfoot. Now, here's the most fascinating part, goats can influence each other's mood. They don't just make sounds, they really communicate. Scientists have proven that if one goat is anxious, its voice changes, and all the others hear it and respond. It's like a living alarm signal. So next time you see a goat, don't underestimate it. Who knows? Maybe it's already remembered your face and is deciding whether or not to trust you. Goats aren't just animals. They're real geniuses of the natural world. Ever heard a goat laugh? Yep, they can laugh in their own style. Scientists have proven that goats have unique voices, and each one makes its own distinct sounds. If two goats live together for a long time, their voices even start to change, like they're adjusting to each other, just like humans who live together and pick up each other's mannerisms. And did you know goats were used in the military? That's right, the ancient Romans used them in battle expeditions. They provided soldiers with milk, meat, and even skin for clothing. And in modern history, some armies have used goats for mine detection because these animals are so attuned to small details and can spot things that people miss. Here's another interesting fact, goats have favorite people. They can really bond with a specific person and even prefer them over others. There have been cases where a goat followed its owner into their house and refused to enter the pen unless it saw its human friend. And now for the most surprising thing, goats have accents. That's right, goats bleat differently in different regions of the world. It's like dialects in humans. If you spend a lot of time with goats and communicate with them frequently, they might even adapt their voice to match yours. So next time you see a goat, don't think it's just standing there munching on grass. It might be memorizing your face, analyzing your behavior, and deciding whether or not to befriend you. Well friends, now you know that goats aren't just ordinary animals, but real geniuses with unique abilities. I hope you found these facts as fascinating as I did. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please support the channel with a like and subscription. It'll help me create even more interesting content. And don't forget to click the bell so you won't miss new videos. See you in the next episodes.